We've got some breaking news reaching.
Arsenal's recent dominance over Spanish opposition has become one of the most fascinating subplots of Mikel Arteta's reign. For a club that, in the past, often found itself on the wrong side of European battles with La Liga giants, the current 7-game winning streak against Spanish sides signals not only a tactical evolution but also a psychological transformation. Mikel Arteta, himself a proud Spaniard, has managed to turn the Gunners into a side that consistently outplays teams from his homeland, blending Premier League intensity with continental intelligence in a way that few managers have achieved at Arsenal. Once upon a time, Arsenal's encounters with Spanish teams were synonymous with heartbreak. From the 2006 Champions League final loss to Barcelona, to numerous defeats against the Catalan and Madrid powerhouses over the following decade, the club's struggles in Spain and against Spanish teams became an unfortunate pattern. Arsenal fans grew used to seeing their team outclassed by the technical superiority and composure of La Liga's elite. But that era is firmly in the past. Under Arteta, Arsenal's record has flipped dramatically. They've now won 7 straight matches against Spanish opposition, a run that includes impressive triumphs over sides with strong European pedigrees. The transformation didn't happen overnight. When Arteta took charge in December 2019, Arsenal were inconsistent, fragile, and lacking the cutting edge required to thrive in Europe. The young coach, who learned under Pep Guardiola at Manchester City, brought in a meticulous approach, focusing on tactical structure, positional play, and mental discipline. Over time, his Arsenal began to mirror some of the best aspects of Spanish football: control, fluidity, and composure, but infused with the physical edge and pace of the Premier League. It's this hybrid identity that has made Arsenal such a difficult opponent for Spanish clubs, who often struggle to match the Gunners' intensity while being surprised by their technical precision. Arteta's familiarity with Spanish football culture has played a massive role in this streak. He understands the mentality of La Liga teams, their emphasis on possession, their preference for intricate build-up play, and their reliance on rhythm. Against such teams, Arsenal have learned to disrupt that rhythm with well-timed pressing, compact defensive lines, and quick transitions. Instead of allowing Spanish teams to dictate the tempo, Arteta's Arsenal impose their own. Whether facing teams like Sevilla or Villarreal, Arsenal's tactical balance has ensured they dominate both in possession and in duels, suffocating opponents who once thrived in such matchups. What makes this run even more impressive is the variety of Spanish teams Arsenal have beaten. It hasn't been limited to one style or one type of opponent. From high-pressing sides to defensive units and counter-attacking teams, Arteta's men have found ways to adapt and overcome. Players like Martin Ødegaard, Bukayo Saka, and Declan Rice have been central to that success, seamlessly blending creative expression with tactical discipline. Ødegaard, in particular, embodies the link between Arteta's philosophy and Arsenal's execution: calm under pressure, brilliant in small spaces, and relentless in his work off the ball. There's also a certain irony in the fact that it's a Spaniard leading Arsenal's dominance over Spanish sides. Arteta's deep understanding of Spanish football allows him to exploit its weaknesses. He knows that many La Liga teams are built on methodical possession and defensive control, but when faced with sustained pressure and fast transitions, they can falter. Arsenal have used that knowledge to devastating effect, often striking early to force Spanish opponents out of their comfort zone. Once the tempo rises and the match becomes more physical, Arsenal's energy and speed become decisive. This streak isn't just a statistic, it represents how far Arsenal have come in European competition. For years, they were viewed as a talented but naive side that could dazzle in the group stages yet crumble under knockout pressure. Now, they carry the aura of a team that believes it belongs among Europe's best. The 7 wins against Spanish teams underline a growing maturity and tactical clarity that was missing for much of the previous decade. Arteta deserves immense credit for instilling that belief. His project has been about more than results, it's about culture. Arsenal now play with purpose, confidence, and adaptability. They don't just look like a team capable of beating anyone on their day, they look like a side built for sustained success. And when they face Spanish clubs, there's an added layer of motivation. Each victory feels like a symbolic triumph for Arteta, a reminder that he has taken the lessons of his footballing upbringing and used them to outsmart the very system that shaped him. For Arsenal fans, these wins carry emotional weight. They're not just beating Spanish sides, they're exorcising old ghosts. Every victory adds to a narrative of redemption, proving that this generation can achieve what previous ones couldn't: consistent European dominance built on resilience, intelligence, and artistry. As Arsenal continue their journey under Arteta, this record serves as a marker of how much they've evolved. 7 wins might seem like a number, but in the broader context, it's a reflection of transformation. Arsenal have become a team capable of competing with and outthinking the continent's best. Under Mikel Arteta, the Gunners are rewriting their European story, and their Spanish streak is just the latest chapter in a tale of resurgence, redemption, and relentless ambition.